Now Jesus crossed to the other side of the lake, where a large crowd had gathered. When the leader of a local synagogue, whose name was Jairus, arrived, he fell down before Jesus at his feet, pleading fervently with him. "My little girl is dying. Please come and lay your hand on her. Heal her so she may live and not die." Jesus went with him, and all the people followed, crowding around. There was a woman in the crowd who had suffered for 12 years with constant bleeding. She had suffered a great deal under the cares of many doctors, and over the years she had spent everything that she had to pay them. And yet she'd gotten no better. In fact, she had gotten worse. She had heard about Jesus, so she came up through the crowd behind Jesus and touched his robe. For she said within herself, "If only I could but touch his garment, I'll be healed." And immediately her bleeding stopped, and she could feel within her body that she had been healed of a terrible condition. At once, Jesus, for healing power, went out of him. So he turned around in the crowd and said, "Who touched my robe?" His disciples said, "You see the people crowding around. How can you ask, 'Who touched me?'" But Jesus kept looking around to see who had done it. And the frightened woman, trembling at the realization of what had happened to her, came and fell down before Jesus and told him everything. And Jesus said to her, "My daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace. Your suffering is over." While he was still speaking with her, messengers arrived from the home of Jairus, the synagogue leader, and they said to him, "Your daughter is dead. There is no use bothering the teacher anymore." Jesus overheard them and turned and said to Jairus, "Do not be afraid. Just have faith." Then Jesus stopped all the people and would not allow anyone to go with him. And when Jesus arrived at the home of Jairus, the synagogue leader, he see much commotion and weeping and wailing. And Jesus went in and said, "Why all this weeping and wailing? The girl is not dead. She's only asleep." And the people laughed at him, but he made them all leave. He took the girl's father and mother with his 3 disciples and went into the room where she was lying. Holding her hand, he said to her, "Talita, cum," which means, "Little girl, I say unto you, arise." And the girl, who was 12 years old, stood up. And everyone was amazed. And Jesus strictly commanded them not to tell anyone about this. And he asked them to give us something to eat. Amen.